Welcome to the show. Okay, so I don't think I've ever been more unprepared at the beginning of a show. Um, and I'm going to be honest with you. It's this, it's all the hair. So we're going to get right past that. But there are little pieces sticking up. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Who cares what my hair looks like? We're just moving on, moving right along. We're not going to worry about that. We're not even going to look at it. It's just so much better right there. That's it. That's what I need to do for the rest of the show. Okay. Okay. If you're not laughing, please laugh. Life is this came to me once when I was dealing with someone who is a person who is in my personal life. And the statement was, this is just a moment. Soon the moment will be gone. It's and it will be a memory. It's up to you to determine what that memory is, how that memory looks, if it's good or bad, if it's something you look back on like a good memory or a bad memory. And one thing I know for a fact is everything is perspective. It's not what happens, it's how we feel about what happens and how we remember what happened. And we can change our perspective. We can change not what happened, but how we feel about anything that has happened in our life at any time. So if you go through a situation with someone and it was not the best situation, which often happens, and here's the thing, it happens to everybody. Everybody gets on a merry-go-round or whatever ride you want to call it and has a bad outcome, whether it be in relationship, work, or all of the above. We all get our spin at it, right? We all get that spin at having that person, that incident, that ish in our life. um, and we have to get a perspective. We have to change the feeling in our body about that. So, yes, maybe somebody did us really dirty. Somebody did whatever they did. Okay. We have to say, okay, that happened. I acknowledge that. We're not going into a space of denial, but we are going into a space of, okay, I'm good. I'm moving on, keeping it pushing, doing the shuffle on, however you want to look at it. I survived it, whatever it is, and eventually get to a point where we can laugh at it. We can go, oh my God, I can't believe I was so twisted over losing that job, that boy, that girl, that thing in my life. I can't believe I was so twisted. And the sooner we can get to the point where we laugh about it and keep that uh, in our whole perspective, the sooner we get so many better things in our life coming in and we raise our frequency and keep moving. Okay, so welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. Please remember this show gets broadcast on television stations, streaming stations, radio stations, and almost every podcast out there. So one of the things I always say is thank you. Thank you to the people who do all the work to make sure that happens. Rude Rangers TV streams it out on all of their streaming stations, radio stations, podcasts, the whole shimmy to the chonga. Thank you, Rudy. And WSCS puts it out on all of their affiliate stations, all of their streaming channels, and all of their podcasts and online stuff. So thank you, Scott from WSCS. And it's really quite amazing. So as you're asking questions, please keep that in mind. Today, Blog Talk is down. And well, to be perfectly honest, as of the 31st, Blog Talk is no longer going to be with us. It's just what it is. It's they're doing whatever they're doing. So between now and the 31st, whether Blog Talk is here is going to be a hit or miss. I tried to tell a lot of people during my last couple shows, if you were listening on Blog Talk, please come over to YouTube. You'll always know when I'm live. You'll always get to ask questions. I will try to go live with Blog Talk for every single show that I do until the 31st. And I do think I found a solution, but I have to look a little bit more into it. Excuse me, and make sure it's a good fit. And once I know it's a good fit, I will share it with everybody so they also can do it. And that will be perfect. For today, if you are asking questions, please have a specific question about life, love, career, finances. What else should I say? That any aspect of your life. One question until I get through everybody. Once I'm through everybody, I will take second questions. The show is 60 minutes. I will do my best to get to as many people as I can and answer their questions appropriately, or with not appropriately, but with the right amount of time, trying not to rush through people. Although sometimes I feel like I need to do that because there's so many people waiting and I'm like, oh, I need to get to people. I go live every Monday at noon Central, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, and sometimes I throw in pop-up shows. So if you want to know when I'm going live, hit the buttons you need to hit to know when I'm going live. If you want to join the show live and ask questions, the best way to do that is via YouTube at this time and point in time. Okay, I'm going to get started. And today it's all YouTube questions. There's no two ways around it. It's all YouTube questions. So I'm going to start with the first question. If by some chance I miss your question, please don't get upset. I'm not doing it intentionally. I can't, sometimes I'll, be going back and forth and just miss somebody. It's okay. It's okay. If you have a very important question and I cannot answer it on air, or you have several questions, please remember I offer private sessions for those who need more than just an answer on the show. Okay, we are going to get started. Wait, hold on. I'm forgetting a few things. I am forgetting names and songs. So we're going to start with songs. And the first song is If You Love Me, Let Me Know. If You Don't, Let Me Go. Those are the words I'm getting. I'm not really getting the next verse to that song, but that's what I'm getting right now. The next song is Go Tell It on the Mountain. Go Tell It on the Mountain. The next song is Purple Rain. Oh, Prince. The next song, and these songs could be the answer to a question you've been asking. They could be a song your loved one loved, you listened to together. It could be any and or all of the above. The next song, oh, Jesus. The next song is Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married and we're going to the chapel of love or something like that. Okay. All right. The next song is, maybe that's like the If You Love Me, If You Let me know. If you don't, let me go. And then we're going to the chat. I don't know. Don't put that together. Don't put that together. the, the next song is it's one of those boy band songs. It's tearing me apart. I don't even know any other words to that, but that's the part they're telling me. Somebody is in a love dilemma today. That is all I'm going to say about this whole song thing going on right now. The next song is, I'm going to do two more songs. It's actually, I'm just seeing a vision of, oh, okay, thank you. Bridge over troubled waters. Because I was seeing like water and a bridge and like, yes, bridge over troubled waters. Okay. It's like a game sometimes. Like you get the vision clues and then the words. Okay. And then one more song. Oh, don't bring me down, Jude. I think it's Jude. Don't bring me down, 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 down. I told you before, tell you once more, don't bring me. That song. If you know, you know. That's my thing about songs. If you know, you know. As soon as whatever comes out of my mouth for the songs, if it's for you, you're going to like that, you're going to know. Now, what songs can also mean is if you hear them that in the future, your loved ones are right there with you, letting you know. Okay. And then I'm hearing blindsided. I'm not blindsided. I don't think that's a song. I just think that's like a blanket statement for whatever that's worth. Okay. I'm going to go into names. This could be your name, a family member's name, the name of a loved one on the other side, person, place, or thing. Annette, Antoinette. Two different people, both names came. So I'm giving you both of them. Annette and then Antoinette. The next, well, this person isn't passed, but it might be a confirmation. And remember, like, it could be somebody they loved, liked, watched, listened to, Billy Bob Thornton, or something you called them. Like maybe their name was Billy Bob or something like that. I don't know. I'm not giving it definition. That's up to you to give definition. If it's for you, you're going to know. The next name and person, place, thing confirmation is Pretty Kitty. The next one is, now they're singing that song Lady. I'm not even going to attempt to sing it. If you know, you know. The next song is or not song, the next confirmation is Wild Nights. And then I'm going to do two more confirmations, and then we're going to get into questions for you. The next confirmation is it's actually a song, but it goes, anything goes. So that. And then the last one, only one more, Julia. That's it. I'm moving on to questions now. If more confirmations come through, I will give them. And sometimes, you guys, in between questions, I will get like a message or a story. I'm going to start putting those out because they are just as important as the questions you're asking me. So if somebody comes through and they are wanting to say their story, I am going to definitely let you guys know that and allow you guys to get that information, because that means somebody listening now or later, watching now or later, their loved one is trying to get them a message. So be patient with everything. We're going to get through the show. I'm going to answer as many questions. And if you want to connect with a loved one, I just need their first name and their relationship to you. We'll do the best we can to do the best we can today. And here we grow again. We're going to take Paul's question first. Hello, Toni. Hey, Paul. Going on a Disney cruise line on Monday. Will it be safe? Thank you, from USA. Paul, yes. The first thing I hear is yes. I hear it's going to be fun. I keep track of everything. It's going to be fun. But just keep track of everything and everyone that is coming with you. It's going to be fun. I'm just hearing it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. Yes. Thank you, Rebecca. That's our, hey, Genevieve. Seashells wants to know, may I ask when I'm being forced to paint my apartment back to white from Laura, when I'm content with my apartment being Seashells. We need context. Is Laura a roommate or an apartment manager type of person? May I ask why I'm being forced to paint my apartment back white from Laura when I'm content with my apartment being black? Who is Laura? I'm going to scroll all the way down, Seashells. Tell me, who is Laura? We need to know. We need to know. We need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Laura is, yeah, I know she's the one she's your mother-in-law. Okay, thank you. Is the one telling me to paint it back white, which I've had it black for some time. And it's her mother-in-law. Laura is her mother-in-law. Okay, so Laura, thank you for the context. I'm just going to say this. It makes her uncomfortable. It's now, please understand the way that I'm saying this. It's not your job to make her comfortable. We all know that. Okay, she goes on to say, I think she's trying to surprise me with another apartment, but she's trying to have me paint my apartment first, but it's not going as planned. Nothing ever does, love. Okay, so here's the deal, Seashells. I feel like, is she trying to surprise her with another apartment? I'm not getting the answer to that, because if it's a surprise, it's supposed to be a surprise. But even if there is another apartment, slapping primer and paint over walls can take a very short period of time. So I just feel like, for whatever reason, at this time, it's making her uncomfortable for whatever reason. And I might not get the reason. Maybe it is an apartment. Maybe it's something else. Maybe she thought it was a phase that was going to go. Whatever it is, I just feel like at this point, she's uncomfortable. If it is an apartment, it takes moments to bring it back to what it was. Not moments, but just a day. So yeah. So yes, we're going to leave that there. Thank you, Genevieve. Okay. Okay, T. Lynn. I would love to give you a message, but I don't. If you want general messages and you don't have an exact question, I ask that you book a session to get messages because it will be, but I am going to put this up for people. Thank you, T. Lynn. May I receive a message from my angel Narsa, who's been with me many lifetimes? So I want to tell you, our primary angels and guides have been with us since our first inception, and they'll stay with us to our very last inception, no matter what plane we are on. So Earth, as you know, is not the only plane, or as they call it, planet. But Earth, I will tell you this, especially certain parts of Earth, they change little things about words. Like, this is actually a plane. We exist on a plane, but they changed it to planet. But everything is planes, like, but there's lower planes too. And I will tell you, all of our guides, our primary guides and angels, have been with us since our first inception and will be with us through every inception, no matter what plane we are on. If we go to lower planes or higher planes, they will be with us, and they stay with us because they know our whole book or life plan. So this is just, you know how we look at, I'm going to compare it to schools, even though it's not like a school. Everybody says this is a school. Okay, it's perception. How do you look at it? If you look at it like everything is learning, okay, yeah, we are learning here. We're evolving. It's an evolutionary process. And at the end of this life, if we have evolved, we'll decide where we want to go and where we want to evolve in the next life. But if you look at it in ways of, there are lower planes that are even more challenging, because a lot of people think the earth plane is extremely challenging. There are lower planes that are more challenging, and there are higher planes that are much less challenging in some ways. Because if you go into a higher plane without being prepared, you are the low vibration on a higher plane. Just like here, we have people that we would say are lower vibration people. They're lower than the plane here, okay? Just like being very high vibration and going into a lower plane. Having said all of that, I guess Narsa would want to say to you, see, you guys, when you just ask for any message, they give you what you need, not what you want. And what Narsa is saying is do the work. And you know what the work is, so do the work. You need to do the work. You're not doing the work right now. And I feel like whether this is external work or internal work, Narsa says you know what you need to do it. So I hope that was good for you and good for everybody watching and listening and helpful. Okay, here we go. I love the way this is stated. No, it's not showing up. Okay, here we go. Hi, Toni. Does my dad, Jeb, have any message for me? And this is from Trisha. Trisha, yes. First of all, Trisha, I want to say I see someone with, it would have been in their younger years with dark hair, against, like, with an older, much older vehicle. Like, when I say older, I mean 60s, 50s, maybe. I don't know. It's difficult for me to tell what time, but really older, much older vehicle. Okay, Jeb, what do you want to tell Trisha? First and foremost, that he loves you. And Trisha, I'm going to scroll down. So if you're here, let me know you're here, because I am. I'm going to. Ask you a question. The first thing I'm hearing is like he's sorry he left so soon or so young, or it seems like either it was an unexpected passing, or it was he left when you were young, or he was young, or something like that, or it was unexpected, or he left very quickly with no warning. Can you confirm that? Because he's saying he's sorry he left so soon. He's sorry he left so soon. And then I hear grandpa. So whether it's your grandpa or his grandpa is with him. And it could, Trish, oh, both are true. Yes, both are true. He's saying, both, Trisha is saying both are true. He left young and he left quickly. And I'm also hearing grandpa. So I don't know if it's his dad or his grandpa is with him. And that could literally be who's with the car, but I'm not sure. What I am going to say is they've both been watching over you. The message I'm getting is they have both been watching over you for quite some time. They have both been watching over you for as long as they can, as long as like they can remember or you can remember. One of them a little longer than the other one. I do feel like now that those are the confirmations. The one thing I do feel like, Trisha, there's something coming in this month, the month of January, and they're having me do the little on the there's something coming in this month, and it's imperative you pay attention to it. It's not something bad. You just don't want to miss it. And I feel like it's possible it could be tangible, like with money. Now, in these cases, I'm going to say this, Trisha, it could be something like a bill comes in and you set it aside and you forget, like, for example, the water bill, because it only comes in like every 3 or 4 months, and you space out on it, or something with money. So pay attention to everything with money for the rest of the month. It's really, really important to them that you pay attention to everything with money that is dealing with money for the rest of the month. Okay, Trisha, they want to make sure that you're like Johnny on the spot is what I'm hearing. I hope that's helpful. Okay. New War. Hi, what shall I know about my connection with Faisal? I don't know. Sometimes the way these questions are worded, what did you just meet this person? I'm sorry. Sometimes I just make jokes about things so that I can like whatever. Okay, Noor Faisal. The first thing I hear is the song Take It Easy. So don't get in your head about this. The song goes on to say you may win and you may you may win and you may lose, but you'll never come this way again. And I'm strongly paraphrasing because I don't know the whole song by heart, but Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. So the metaphor for that would be don't get in your head about it. Just take it easy. It may work out, it may not, whatever this situation is, just go day by day. The day by day thing is not this is what I'm hearing for you. Nor go day by day. Do not have high or low expectations. Take it day by day and allow everything to unfold naturally. Okay, that's the best thing you can do for this situation. I hope that is helpful for you. And you guys, if you want a more exact answer, if you're looking for something extremely specific, put that question down. Out of all the information in the world, I'm not a mind reader. Thank goodness. I don't read minds. I don't know your exact thing. If you're leaving it vague, if you're leaving a question vague, your guides are going to give you a vague answer because they're assuming you don't want everybody to know, or the way you phrased it is the way you're going to get it back. If you ask a very exact question, they're going to come in with a very exact answer. You don't always love the answer, but they're going to give it to you. They're going to give you a very exact answer. Hey, Fawn. Hi, Toni. When is love coming in for me? February. I hear February. Let's find out if that's of 2020. What year are we in? 2020. This is 25, right? Yeah. 2020, February of 2025, this year. This February. And it's coming in. I don't always like to say this. You might be familiar with this person. Okay, wait, let me take that back. But maybe not from this life. Someone is coming in February. It's a good person. It's for a romantic situation. It's up to you if you take it or leave it. It's like, you're at the grocery store, you pick which apple you want, or you don't want apples at all. This is a very good person. They just keep saying it's a really good person, but make sure. Okay. I feel, and this often happens. When it's time for a person to come in that could be a really good person, and it would be a very good relationship, and it could progress very far. You meet two, maybe three people at the same time. Why? And then you have to use your own discernment to figure out which one is the best for your spirit. Now, oftentimes, it's human nature, but they want you to be spirit-natured in this decision. It's human nature to pick the one that is maybe aesthetically or energetically feels a pull, like that chemistry. But chemistry is egoic. The one that is spirit-natured is the one that you'll be able to have those really long conversations with without being in your head about, does he like me? Does he want me? Does she think I'm cute? Spirit-natured or spirit-driven relationships, whether they're with friends or potential partners, bring a sense of comfort, not up and down, heightened emotions and questions. So in February, when this person comes in, there may be just something else there that is not, and that's why they're showing me like piles of apples and oranges. Pick the one that is best for you long term, not the one with instant egoic gratification, is what I'm hearing. And I want to say this to you. It's going in my book. I actually put it in my book yesterday, and I'm going to share this with you guys. What we look for in dating life when we're 20, what we look for in a partner is going to be, maybe if we want to get married and have children, we're looking for those qualities, but we're also looking very aesthetically in our 20s, right? And what we look for in our, let's just say 40s, is very different than what we look for in a partner in our 20s. We have completely different ideals of what we want and where we want to be and what we want this relationship to look like. And let's skip ahead to 50s and maybe even 60s. If we end up single at 50s, 60s, or beyond, what we look for is absolutely not even close. If we've matured, if we've done the work, we are not looking for the same thing we looked for when we were 20. We're not looking for the same thing we looked for when we were 40. We have a whole different ideal of what a good person is. And some of that comes from experience, and some of it comes from, okay, I'm moving forward in a completely different stage in my life. And what we look for in our 50s and 60s, let's just say 60s, is that somebody that we can grow old with and take care of each other, be there for each other, because the oh, he's so hot, oh, that energetic feeling, oh, that all that stuff kind of doesn't matter as much, right? And we're looking for someone like, is this person going to get there if times get tough? Sort of person. And I implore you, when you're 20, to look for the person you want to grow old with, that the other things don't matter. But that's what they're telling me here with you in February. Imagine ahead, not in the moment. Okay, I hope that's helpful for you and everybody else listening. I really do. Thank you, seashells. Here we go. A la Papi. A la Papi. 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 I can't do that. I can't even pull off the face with that. Will me and my son's father get back together? I'm going to answer that. And if you're here, like, check in down below. Come down below. Check in. Let me know you're still here. A la Papi. Can I just call you Papi? Hey, Papi. What's up, Puppy? You're a woman. I know I like boys, but it's okay. I wish I liked men. It would have saved me a lot of trouble in my life, but I hope everybody's laughing at that. Okay, a la Papi, if you are still here, please let me know you're still here. Yep, you're here, checking in. Okay, I need to know, how long have you been apart? And I'm hearing there may have been some infidelity with this. This is a tough one because people want their families back, you know. But here's what I'm going to say to you. I want you to ask yourself this question. If this person is back in your life, do you feel safe and secure, or do you go back into your head? If this person comes back into your life, does the roller coaster ride start again? Or do you feel at peace? And I don't mean momentarily. I mean in the beginning, in the middle, and always. Do you feel at peace if this person comes back into your life? If this person comes back, if your son's father comes back into your life, can you trust that the intentions are with integrity and for the long haul, and there is character has been built? Or does it go back into chaos or back into whatever it was? I'm hearing, chances are this isn't, as of right now, as everything sits, and I'm going to say this to you, and I want you to think about this a different way. As of right now, the answer to that question is no, or he shouldn't. Now, as harmful or hurtful, as much as that might hurt you, if you know that, you can start moving on and not have your life on hold for someone who can't give you what you want, but more importantly, what you deserve. I'm going to tell you guys, I say this all the time. Somebody who walks away from you, they're willing to lose you. And somebody who needs a second chance didn't care enough to get it right the first time. That's also in my new book, by the way. It's not done yet. But somebody who needs a second chance, somebody who needs to come back, totally blew their first chance, totally messed it up. And I want you to look at this as a business. You're a business. If you hired an employee and they cheated you, or they robbed from you, or they fought with you, you would not rehire them, because it would just bring chaos to your business. Your soul and your spirit is your whole business. Being with someone who treats you like you are valuable is the most important thing, especially if you have a son. You need your son to see caring, loving relationships. Okay, I could talk about this forever and ever and ever, but I'm going to move on. I hope that helps. A la papi, I hope that helps. Oh, Paul, yes. Olivia Newton-John, If You Love Me, right? Here we go. Hi, Toni. Which skills can I learn and serve groups of people who need solutions that'll provide with my services and will generate income for me quicker? Affiliate marketing or online coaching? Coaching is better, but coaching is kind of saturated, so you need to work with people who are already in there. But coaching tests much stronger. Make sure it's something you're passionate about, you know about, and something you can really, when you're telling people about it, they get it, they feel it, and that you are very passionate about helping in this area. But coaching, love, go for coaching all day long, every day, for you personally, coaching. Yes, Jennifer. Is Pacific Palisades another Lahaina and beyond? So what people don't know, what's not out in the mainstream news, is this, and I have to be very careful. in how I say this. If you watched a speech by Newsom, he's already talking with a gleam in his eye about how he's going to develop all of that property. It's funny how cars are melting, but trees aren't burnt to the ground, just like Lahaina. It's funny how this houses on the whole block are burnt down except for one. I saw a satellite view where all 3 fires started at the exact same time after flashes. And I know it's really difficult for some people to understand and believe that people would cause this much destruction just to make a profit or to take over land. But look up C40 cities, look up the area of Tampa that was hit by the last hurricane is being bought up by investors, investment groups. I could talk for days on this. The short answer is 1,000,000%. The bigger answer is they're not done yet. If you live in any of those areas, meaning the West Coast, please be very careful. It's not over yet. I don't know if you guys remember. If you remember, put it in. But on one of my shows, I said, CA is going down. And then people kept telling me, you can't say that. Don't say that. And that show was a bit of time ago. Usually my warnings come in far enough in advance for people to make really good choices and do whatever it is they're going to do. It's also really amazing how all the insurance companies took fire out of the policy before this happened. Did they know? Oh, did they know? Insurance companies, lobby, politicians, they're all... I know it's very coincidental. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm just saying, wow. All those insurance companies just saved a lot of money. Crazy. Crazy. And before anybody comes at me, yes, I am a conspiracy theorist, but every theory has happened. And B, do your research. Look it up. Don't be upset for what I'm saying. Look it up. It's out there. It's all in writing. Every ounce of it. Do you know the people in Lahaina? They are still paying their mortgage, but no insurance, or nobody's allowed to go look at those areas yet. Same with North Carolina. By the way, they're not done with North Carolina either. But anyway, okay, Kate. Hi, Toni. I'm grateful my long trip went well. That's awesome. Kate, any guidance from my guides or loved ones, how I can keep this energy and momentum up for things I need to do now in 2020? Yes, just get up every day and go. Just get out of bed and go. Do everything you need to do first, what you want to do second, and make plans for what you need to do and want to do the next day after that. Just get up every day and go. Don't take a break. 2025 is not the time, especially in the beginning of the year, to take a break. get up and go. That's what I hear for you, love. Um, Emily, please give me a specific question or a loved one you want to talk to. Catherine Taylor, what's your grandpa's name? Please give me your grandpa's name. I'm going to scroll down and get your grandpa's name. Yes, Fawn. I wish I had, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. I don't like the end of the show. It takes so, like, everything gets so good at the end of this show. But, Emily, correct. I'm at, no people are allowed in, literally drove through 2 days ago. Colette, do you think fires could be to burn? I think there's a number of reasons for it, but remember one thing, I have to be so careful of this. So if you're in the chat, I'm going to put a couple things in there, and then you can do with it what you want. I can't type and talk. And what are those called? Oh, the Olympics. They're trying to Super Bowl, Olympics. They're trying to recreate it. They need that area. They need that space. They want to rebuild. And I am going to say that whoever is involved, the higher ups, the politicians, well, let's just remember somebody just bought a $9.1 million home. I wonder if that burned in the California fires. Has anybody checked on Newsom's new home? Oh my gosh. How can he afford a $9.1 million home on a government salary? So many questions that never get answered. But, there's that. Okay. Okay, so Catherine's question, can I really talk to my grandpa? Thank you. Catherine's grandpa name is Bishop Taylor. I want to double check that. I need to find that message again. Bishop Taylor. Okay, Catherine, you can, yes. When loved ones are talking to us, it sounds like a thought in our head, and it will sound just like them. I'm going to say this for you, love. So your grandpa would want to say, the first thing your grandpa would tell you is, go forward, don't stop, carve your own road. No matter what you're doing, even if people have done it before, carve your own road, do it your own way, like put your own flavor on it. Like if you're cooking chicken, like a chicken, you can do it the way your grandma did it. You can do it the way your great grandma did it, or you can do it the way your mama did it, or you can take that chicken and you can do it the way you want to do it. Even though everybody's made chicken every day, you do it the way that you want to do it. You do it with your love and your spices. And the same thing for whatever is next in your life that he's discussing. Do it your way. Make sure it is your path. You're carving it your way. And that's what your grandpa would say to you, love. I'm going to go here quick. Hi, Toni. Are there any messages from my angels for me? You guys, I try to keep saying this. A specific question is easier for the show just because sometimes the message you get when you ask like that, it's really not specifically what you love, but the one thing that your angels would say to you, there's something in your life that you've been kind of playing with, messing around with, that you know should not be in your life. And I will give some examples of this in a moment, but the one thing they're saying is put it down, walk away, and get back to the business of your life. Okay? Don't entertain things that do not bring value or lift you up. And that's what your angels are saying to you. Now, what could this be? You should know what this is, because in our lives, we know when we're doing something that maybe, like, whether it's a person we're seeing that isn't like we're just like, or something extracurricular, whatever it is for you. And I'm not looking at it. I'm not asking. They're just saying, let this go, put it down and walk away. Put it down and walk away. Emily, can you please give me a specific question? I'm going to scroll all the way down to see if you can give me a specific question. And then we will, if you do, I'll answer that. Otherwise, I'm going to take somebody else. There's a lot of people here today. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so grateful for that. La 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 la. Okay, let me come back up here. Take that off the screen. We'll do this one. Does my nephew Daniel have, what messages does my nephew Daniel have for Festine? Festine, the one thing I want to say that your nephew Daniel has to say to you is, be practical, allow things to work out in the timeline that they're supposed to. Don't necessarily give up on things, but definitely be very practical in the planning of things, or be practical in the, like, if there's something you're trying to attain, be practical in the attainment of that. Have a very, very solid plan for it. Have it all written out, everything completely from A to Z on how you're going to cover everything. And if this goes wrong, I'll do this. If that, just be very practical in the planning of the things that you're planning. I hope that makes a sense to you. Okay, you guys, I am going to say to you this. I am here every Monday at noon and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Both of those are Central Times. And I answer questions during that time and help you connect to loved ones. I will be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. I know I won't do a pop-up show before then, but I probably will do one this weekend. So yeah, that's what I have today. I love each and every one of you so very, very much. Please know that you are loved. Please know that you are cared about.